Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today, we've got a big episode because in the second game of today's doubleheader, we will play the Georgia Bulldogs. But that's not even the biggest part of that game. The biggest part of that game is I scheduled a few five-star recruits to come visit that week. So we just amped up. We just leveled up that Georgia game even more than it already is. It's already a rivalry game. It's already a huge top five matchup. And now you've got five-star commits, potentially commits, coming to campus. So, man, today's episode could not get any crazier. But thankfully, the first game of the doubleheader is against Southern Mississippi, which they earned their spot in the SEC last offseason due to promotion relegation. They had one of the best seasons in the Sun Belt, so they got the promotion up to the SEC. But they're not really on the same level as the number one team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks. So we should be able to blow them away pretty easily. And then we can focus on that Georgia game. So let's figure it out. Let's go see what happens. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Juice Club. And without further ado, it is time to play Week 6 and Week 7 of the college football season. I mean, it's about to get crazy. Here we are, the number one team in all of college football. If we take a look at the top 25, we haven't really taken a look at this that much. Louisville is number 2, Georgia's number 3, and if they win their game this week, they could jump up to number 2, and it could be a 1 versus 2 matchup in the next game, which would be insane. UCLA's here, Alabama, Arizona State's undefeated, but they actually fell because Miami jumped them after beating Notre Dame. But it's a very interesting top 25. Here's what our schedule looks like. Next episode, we've got even more important recruits coming to campus. We've got Tennessee and Oregon State, some of our final home games. We only have one more home game the next 4 games after the Oregon State game. So we're going to have to cram in all those recruits and try to impress them as quick as possible. Both these games are night games, this Georgia game, this Tennessee game. So we'll have to wear our blackouts for those. But Southern Miss shouldn't be a problem. This Georgia game is going to be a little bit more intense. If we go over to recruiting's kind of up in the air at this point. Alabama's really taken a hold on Dom Antwine, the number one player in the country. He's on campus for the Georgia game. The only problem is I don't think he makes it. I think he commits to Alabama before or after this Week 6 game. I hate that that's going to happen. I've seen that happen way too many times, where a team just has so much influence that they commit to the school before even taking a visit to their own campus. So I think we're going to lose Dom Antwine. We did finally take the lead on Trevor Darling, and we've kind of got a sustained lead over him, and we got him on campus Week 8, so we'll see how that goes. Martine Baguette. Yes, I know it's probably Baguette, but I'm going to call him Baguette because I think it's funny. He's on campus this game against Southern Mississippi, so we do have some important people on campus for the Mississippi game, the Southern Miss game. Same thing with Derek Biscotti. He's probably going to commit to Notre Dame, even without taking a visit to their campus. That's just the way that things go sometimes. Sometimes schools just have such a huge influence, especially with pipelines and things, that the players just they just commit to the school without even seeing the campus, which I've talked about in the past. I think that College Football 27 should change. They should actually make visits important, even more important, where a player's most likely not. I know that it happens sometimes where a player just has a set goal in mind that I'm going to go to this school. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what any of their school says. I want to go to the school. I'm going to go to that school. I get that there's people out there that do that, but most high school players can be persuaded by going onto a certain campus and being wowed by what's on the campus and the experience and the lifestyle and everything, and that influences their decision. But I just don't feel like that's a thing in this video game. And it really hurts. It really hurts sometimes. Pena is on campus week 8. That could be a locked up commitment. We'll see where that plays out. Matthias Dykes is looking good. Manny Cutler is going to be on campus for the Georgia game. We got a lot of up in the air type of recruits. I don't know if we're going to be getting anybody really. Dom Antoine, like I said, probably going to Alabama. Trevor Darling, we're in a decent spot for. Martine Baguette, decent spot for. Biscotti, probably same deal as Antoine, going to Notre Dame. Pena, comfortable spot for. Matthias Dykes is okay. Manny Cutler's okay. Rashad Wells is doing fine. Nobody's really going after him too hard. Frederick Burgess, same kind of deal. Frederick Boggs is on campus for the week 7 game. We got some important people. These next 3 weeks, well, really 4 weeks. These next 4 weeks, this next month of the season is really going to determine how good our recruiting class is going to end up. It's a crucial crunch time type of month. So we got to go out here, absolutely knock the socks off of Southern Mississippi, the Fighting Brett Favres, and their copper dongs, and we are going to beat them bad, impress our recruits, and hopefully swing the odds for Antoine and Biscotti. I don't think that's going to happen. I really do think we're going to see, when we simulate to week number 7, we're going to see Antoine and Biscotti both commit to Notre Dame and Alabama. It's going to be heartbreaking, but that's just the way recruiting goes in College Football 26 sometimes. Let's go win this game, take care of our own business, and then we can look forward to that Georgia game. We will start the game kicking off here at home against Southern Miss. And like I said, this team should not be much of a challenge. They are coming up from the Sun Belt this year, their first year in SEC football. They really shouldn't be able to compete. They should not have the athletes to stay with our guys. They should not have the offensive line to be able to compete with our defensive line. It should be an overall absolute wash from our talent to their talent. So, and we have the number 16 toughest place to play presented by Lowe's. So they should not stand a chance in terms of calling plays either. They get 2 yards on the first one. Okoronkwo makes the tackle, assisted by one of the corners, I think. I'd really love some big-time pressure. This offensive line should not be able to withstand Joshua Wood or Enrique Kiernan or really anybody. Jaylen Brown, Basley, whoever wants to come on the edge rush. Although they do get a first down right there. If they double Joshua Wood, that could be a problem, but then we should just win with the one-on-ones, I would think. There's Kelvin Hunter coming in. They tried to get some decent blocks on the outside there, but Hunter just split through and got a loss of 2 on that one. Pretty sick. They do have a star quarterback, though. So they might have a little bit of talent on their roster. 3rd and 5, Duke Clark is the name of the running back, and it seems like they run a lot of hurry-up. Not necessarily a fan of playing against teams who run a lot of hurry-up. Enrique Kiernan looking at Enrique's speed, but he can't catch the quarterback. It's a first down on a scramble. Drew Overton is the quarterback's name. Enrique Kiernan had so much time to sack the quarterback, but I think I got stuck at the last second, and it slowed me down just enough for the quarterback to be able to have enough space to get through there. As Okoronkwo picks up a big injury, that's not good. I'd prefer him not to be hurt, but we'll see. I can't believe that quarterback scrambled for those yards. Kiernan was going to catch him, too. They go for the wide receiver screen. Big tackle by Cortez Boykins. And now it's a 3rd and 6. Now it is a 3rd and 6. Quarterback's all by himself. Oh, he's wide open. What is the coverage? What is the coverage, boys? What are we talking about here? We can't just play that soft on 3rd and 6. Southern Miss is controlling this first drive. This should have been a 3 and out. And instead it's going to be, oh, I thought it was going to be a touchdown. I thought I was about to freak out. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass, but that could have been a dangerous first touchdown of the game. This, oh my God, he's wide open again. This is not going the way that I expected. It never does it? It never does go the way that I expected it to. Why are we allowing this many yards to Southern Miss? They are like 30 overall lower than us. What is legitimately going on? They run this effing hurry up that I can't really compete with unless I have to call timeouts to get fresh guys in. But thankfully, there we go. Joshua Wood gets in there. And I almost need to like call blitzes to try to affect it. But that's wide open. It's a touchdown Southern Miss. Did Southern Miss really just go down the field with ease and score a touchdown on their first drive? It didn't even look like a challenge for them. Are we really about to get into a dogfight with Southern Miss at home? That can't happen. That's got to be just a fluke. It's got to just be a little one-drive fluke where they brought out a bunch of plays that we weren't expecting. We haven't adjusted to their offense just yet. It's got to be something like that. There's no way that we are going to be in a dogfight at home against Southern Mississippi. It's just not going to happen. I won't allow it to happen. It simply cannot be the case. We've got Felix Coatney. He gets a nice carry of a few yards right there. Just keep going to the run game. Just keep going to the run game. We've got so many talented players. Bo Jackson's got room. Bo Jackson across the field. Bo Jackson can outrun everybody. And this is what I was talking about. They can't compete with our speed. And Bo Jackson's not even really that fast in the game. So they just can't stay with us. The blocking was perfect, and Bo Jackson goes about 70 yards on a single handoff. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I was saying, how they can't, we just have better athletes. They can't stay with us. We have to prove that. We did it right there, but now our defense has to actually show up. I mean, we actually need to be out there on the field and say that we were playing the game, and somehow he broke free. Can we please not have a dogfight against Southern Miss? Can we just bring down people when we need to bring them doan? Is it that big of a ask to do that? That's going to be dropped on the contact, thankfully, and that will also bring up a chance for guys to get like on the field, substitute in and out. Oh, they go with a wide receiver screen. I wasn't thinking a wide receiver screen on 3rd and 1. I guess I should have been. It's a lot of zone and a lot of match coverage on the CPU play, or like what we're calling on the suggested plays or whatever. It's a lot of that. As Kiernan can't bring down Overton, it's wide open. Kevin Lavrone is in coverage, the linebacker, and he gets absolutely toasted by that receiver. And it's a touchdown Southern Miss. First off, Enrique Kiernan not being able to bring down Drew Overton is very infuriating, the fact that he couldn't do that. I don't know why Overton was able to slip through that tackle. And then why are we having a linebacker cover a receiver? What is going on? I'm honestly starting to get a little heated. I'm starting to get a little bit hot right now. Our defense is playing the worst brand of football I've ever seen from any football team ever. And we're down at home against Southern Miss. They've had 2 drives and they've scored 2 touchdowns. That is actually unacceptable. If I could take away scholarships, I would take away the entire defense's scholarship. I would kick everybody off the team and restart, because if you're playing this bad against Southern Miss, what is going to be next week against Georgia? Are we even going to be able to compete with Georgia? Or are we just going to get absolutely smoked? I don't know, and I'm a little bit scared now. I'm a little bit scared, but look at Bo Jackson. Look at Bo Jackson. This could be a Bo game. This could be a Bo Jackson game. He's got 5 for 143. Bo Jackson is on a heater today. Southern Miss just can't keep up with our offensive speed, and I screwed that up. That was all on me. I tried to go one way, and it didn't really work, did it? It's so much RPO. Stop with the freaking RPO. I don't like it. I should find a playbook that has no RPO, but Bo Jackson's into the end zone. We tie it right back up pretty quickly. 6 carries for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns for Bo. He might break a record today if he's going to have those kind of runs. Have we even thrown? I don't think I've thrown the football once. It's been all running, I'm pretty sure. And just like that, we tie. Our offense is not the problem. I'm not concerned with the offense. I was never concerned with the offense. The defense, on the other hand, I'm a little bit scared about. I mean, what's going on? 14-14 in the first quarter is actually unacceptable. Hand out to the running back. Kerry Butts gets in there to stop it. It's all blitzes and matches, coverages and zones, and I just want some man coverage. Get to the quarterback. See, this is not something that should happen. We should never give Drew Overton against South Carolina. This South Carolina team should never have that much time. There's never a world where Drew Overton should have that much time to find an open receiver. He should be under pressure from the moment the snap happens. That's just how it works. That's just how much better we are than them. At least on paper, we're better. When we actually are playing the game, we're not that much. We're acting like we're a Sun Belt team too, and it's a little bit worrying. I blew that up, but Okoronkwo can't make the tackle. God, I really hate this game sometimes. You're telling me that Justin Okoronkwo can't make a tackle on a running back when he blows up the play? I didn't even hit stick. I just went for a regular diving tackle. Overton's going to have the football, and he's going to scramble. Knees down. No, there's no way. There's no way that's a first down. I cannot handle this Southern Miss team. Finally, we get to the quarterback. Jaylen Brown gets in there. Joshua Wood was also there, but I think Jaylen Brown's going to get credit for the sack. That's more like it. That is more like it. Oh, it's read option. I bid on it. I always do. I've found that I've done that a lot more in the past few episodes, both on East Delaware and on South Carolina. I've bid on the play action almost every single time. I don't know why I'm doing that. It didn't always used to be like that. I used to be able to tell if it was a run or a pass, and then all of a sudden I just keep falling for it. Thankfully, Bussy's able to go and knock that down. They're going to go for it on 4th and 4. You know what? I understand that they need to go for this, but it's a tie game. You're on the road. I feel like you should kick a field goal here. Oh my God. What was that? Luckily, Kelvin Hunter's able to send him out of bounds, but dear God, that almost ended up making me crash out right there if he would have been able to get that in bounds. Coney gets a couple of yards. We really just need Bo Jackson in the game. Just get Bo in the game, let him cook. That corner is, I was going to say, that corner is offside, but he backed up. Ooh, they actually got off the block there. You know what? You want to run no huddle? I'll run no huddle. 3rd down and 6. Handoff. They were ready for the run, but Bo still falls forward. 4th and 4. Clearly, we're going to go for this. I mean, I don't know what else you were thinking we were going to do. And it's just going to be a simple Bryce Underwood scramble. I could have thrown that to square, but Bryce Underwood's got room. If I would have thrown it... Oh, Bo picks up an injury on a block. Oh, my God. He's holding like his right knee or something. That is not ideal. I don't want to see that at all. Bo Jackson, who was on pace for an unbelievable game, gets injured. That is not what I want to see at all. Devontae Weeks picks up a first down. Good job, Devontae. I wanted to throw that to Vildor, but the safety... A PCL sprain. Bo Jackson is done for the game. You're joking. Bo Jackson was on pace for a legendary game, and he's done. He's out for the game. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You've got to be joking. I mean, come on. Are we even serious right now? Bo Jackson has having such an epic performance, and he goes down with a PCL sprain? Really? Thankfully, Joseph Vildor's a god, but... Oh, I can't believe this. We'll never know what Bo could have done. And now we got to think in the long term, how long is Bo going to be out? Is it just for the rest of this game? Or is he going to miss next week against Georgia? We need to have Bo Jackson against Georgia. Now we've come up to a little bit more of a scary situation. What's Bo's long-term health going to look like? That's really our first big serious injury of the season so far. We haven't had something like that yet. That's a nice loss of 2 on the first down play. They're going to go quarterback keep, and he gets maybe back to... Okay, I was going to say maybe he got back to the original line of scrimmage, but he only gets 1. And it's a 3rd and 11 for Southern Miss. Jaylen Brown gets to the quarterback. Kieran almost got there. That's a nice tackle by O'Canlawan, I think that was. And we will force the 3 and out of Southern Miss. That's more like it. That is more like it. Now we're actually starting to prove ourselves. 2-minute warning comes for the first half against Southern Miss, and we will go back to our offense. If they want to keep playing press, I will certainly take it. Here comes Coatney. Coatney's going to have a big game now that Bo's hurt. I think Coatney is capable of doing it. Just got to have him actually go and be put in those spots. That's open. That's Jorvonte Springs with a little juke move. Well, that was a pretty electric juke move, actually. I didn't know he had all that in him. Clock is draining. We're in a perfect spot right now. I wonder if they're going to sub in another running back for me when Coatney starts to get a little tired. I would guess that they would. Just like how we switch in and out with Bo and Coatney. I'm going to keep this with Underwood, and I'm going to get the first down. I thought I'd be able to get more than that, but they read it a little bit better than I was expecting. And we are going to have press with Joseph Vildor. So he should be in for a touchdown here, and he got a foot in. Joseph Vildor, number 2. You know what? If it's not going to be a Bo Jackson game, it's going to be a Joseph Vildor game. They're going to review it, checking to see if he got a foot down. I know it says receiver had possession, but it's clearly for a foot down. I think he got 2 feet down, actually. That might have been an NFL catch. I threw that without even knowing if he had beat press coverage or not. And they're going to give it to me. So with 25 seconds to go in the half, and with us getting the football to start the second half, we've now built a 2-score lead within like 3 minutes, maybe? 2 minutes? Whatever it's been. This is how it was always supposed to go. The frustrating part is them having 14 points in the first place. But this is how it was always supposed to happen. We were always supposed to be dominating them, forcing 3 and outs, and getting the ball back and scoring pretty much with ease. Overton's going to be able to scramble, but not for too long. Jaylen Brown brings him down. And they actually gave him credit for half a sack when Joshua Wood got there, so Joshua Wood must have got half of that too. Another big play. That's the end of the quarter. We will start the second half with the football. Things are all coming up juice. That is good. That is good. Wilbur's back to return. And the blocking just absolutely evaporated there. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we're working with. How's this offense going to look? Hand off to Coatney. The blocking's pretty good right there, and it's a first down on the first play. Solid. Hand off to Coatney. Squeeze through. Maybe I should have tried to bounce it all the way out. I don't know. I felt like I could have had something there. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say, actually. That's not good. Ooh, I had to get that away. They brought an extra rusher that I wasn't prepared to block for. Ooh, here's the press coverage I like. And Vildor won immediately. That ability to win press coverage more efficiently is really useful because that's touchdown number 3 for Joseph Vildor. If it's not going to be a Bo Jackson game, it's going to be a Joseph Vildor game. One of the two is going to have a big day, and it looks like it's going to be Vildor. A flag in the play. They might have run into the kicker, it looks like. And now we're up 3 scores. We've achieved our blowout for the recruit that is here. I think there's only one guy on campus today. We still want to impress him, obviously. But now it's going a lot more like I wanted it to go. I still don't like that they have 14 points, but can't do anything about that anymore. I think it was just those first couple drives. They came out with some plays that we weren't prepared for. We've never played this team, so we just didn't have any scouting on them just yet. But now that we've actually gotten a couple of games or a couple of drives with them, we've adjusted and we've learned, and I missed the tackle there. That's on me. That is on me. I completely whiffed on him. I should have had him in the backfield. Should have had him in the backfield. Come on, Enrique. Get to the quarterback. That's a nice tackle. Something happening to my guy there. Just keep bringing blitzes. At some point, the blitzes are going to get effective. They're going to start getting to the quarterback. He's going to start getting pressure. Kiernan was almost there. That's a missed hit stick opportunity, and it's a lot of first downs. Calvin Bradbury injured. I think it's the guy that just caught that. Can we get the sack? No, it's a run play. And he's got room. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets close. Oh, okay. Now we're back to the Southern Miss that we can't stop. I don't know why they're doing stuff that we just can't stop. That's a big sack. Finally, it was a little bit of a delayed blitz from Cortez Boykins as the safety, but it got there and it worked. 3rd and 8. They've already gone for it on 4th down once earlier in this game when they really didn't need to. It was 14-14 at that point. And that's another sack. Jalen Brown and Joshua Wood, they finally get their full sack because now they've each got 2 half sacks, which equals a full sack, obviously. And they are going to kick a field goal. This is a deep one. And it's on the road. It is clear as day that it's going to go through. Why can I never get the CPU kickers that miss on the road? I see that all the time on other people's videos, that when they play against CPU kickers at their place and the CPU kickers on the road, they most of the time miss. And why can I never get that? Is it because I hate this game? Probably. That's probably why. 35-17. Let's just go out and score again. We'll completely just erase the field goal that they put on by putting up another touchdown. And they're going to go in press coverage again, which means I'm going to switch to a vertical route, which means I'm going to dominate and put a bomb on you. Although they're actually going to cover it, so you know what? I could have had R1 there. I did see R1, but I'm not trying to take any risks and throw interceptions or something. I'm not trying to get crazy here. Handoff Coatney. All right. We're really working Coatney a lot now that Bo's hurt. They haven't substituted any other running backs in. We have good running back depth this year. I mean, we have Ianacho, we have Thrash still. And for the first time in a while, it's a 3rd down and 8. But Vildor's over on that right side, impressed with that safety lurking. He's going to immediately go over and follow him. But Coatney's wide open, and Coatney's got himself, barely, but he's got the first down. I thought that was going to be more of a surefire first down than it actually ended up being. But it worked. I don't really know where to go with this football. I got to throw it away. They really covered everything, and they brought pressure, too. I kind of panicked there. And you know what happens when I panic. You know what happens when I panic. Nothing good. Oh, wow. I did not know that they had pressure like that. I guess play action was a bad idea there. I did not think I had that little time. I thought I had a little bit more time to think about where I wanted to go with it. Clearly not. Southern Miss is making me angry right now. They're Jamaican me crazy. And I don't like it. Just hit triangle. It's open enough, and it's Ben Reed first down. It's a little bit more risky. I probably should have just went with my normal strategy of just scrambling there to guarantee the yardage, but it was open enough. I had to take it. And that is the end of the third quarter. We will go to the fourth quarter up 35-17, looking to put another touchdown on the board. And I believe we can do it if given the right circumstances, which these look like the right circumstances. Vildor and one-on-one. That safety's going to try to help, but I don't think he's got a chance. The ball is over, and it's just tipped away. Yeah, actually, he made a good play. I thought that ball was going to be far enough so that only Vildor is going to be able to catch it, but I guess I was wrong on that one. Devontae Weeks with the jet touch pass. He gets up a few yards. And Vildor's one-on-one. I hate the safeties that just shade over. Just stop it. That was an unnecessary throw. I didn't really need to throw that to Vildor. I probably could have scrambled. I am going to run a risky play here. Running this ball is probably not the smartest idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. And Coatney gets the first down and a little bit extra. Good job, Felix. Good job. Another handoff. Wow. Okay, that rusher got right through the tight end block and blew up that play. It's been all Felix Coatney. They are not subbing in any other running backs. Handoff. Coatney going nowhere. And now a quick 3rd and 5. I think it's got to be Vildor, right? It's just got to be. Oh, yeah, he's pretty open, and he actually holds onto the football. Doesn't get the first down. He wasn't as open as I thought he was going to be, actually. So now 4th and 2, we're going to go for it again. The exact same play and the exact same result. Vildor, end zone, actually drops it. Joseph Vildor, I can't believe you. You were my heart and my soul. You were my savior, and you dropped the football. And the running back we can't tackle. Something I've noticed. Something I've noticed. We cannot tackle anybody. He's got wide open space on the flat. There's a tackle. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, Southern Miss with this F and F. Hurry up stuff is just annoying. It's just annoying. He's going to throw across. I mean, he was clearly across the line of scrimmage, and that's what the flag is. Drew Overton doesn't know what he's doing. What is that patch on the jersey there? What is that all about? Is that supposed to be the SEC patch, but it kind of got glitched or something? I don't know what that's all about. So instead of a big play first down, it is 3rd down and 8. Sucks to suck, Drew Overton. And there's a sack from Enrique Kiernan, and that will not be the end of the drive. They will go for it on 4th and 16. I mean, you're down 35-17 in the fourth quarter. It makes sense. I just thought they would give up and punt me the ball back. I was hoping that would be what happens. Overton's got way too much time. He finds a man, but it's a holding call. I'm hoping it's a holding call, and it is. Man, their 2 biggest plays of the drive get called back because of flags. That's unlucky. That is unlucky. 4th and 21, and now they will punt the ball back. They're basically in their own end zone. Just give me the football back, please. Let me score another touchdown. I can't believe I didn't get the touchdown on that last drive. The fact that Vildor dropped is frustrating me. No, let's just go with the regular run. Oh, Coatney's got room. Felix Coatney's got a lot of room. Good job, Felix. It's a big-time run. He's not having as big of a day as Bo had, but he's doing okay. Trying to make that safety make a decision. He made a decision. He chose the guy that I was going to throw to. So Underwood's got room. Bryce Underwood might be able to make it here if he jukes. Bryce Underwood into the end zone. Touchdown on the ground. Bryce Underwood hasn't had to do that for a while. scramble for a long time, extend the play, and then finally just rush for a touchdown. That was pretty epic. He made a man miss and then had all the time in the world to get in the end zone. 42-17. We've achieved a massive blowout. Should have been even bigger. Really should have been 42-0, but whatever. And it could be even bigger. You never know. Maybe we stop him here on a quick third 3 and out and we get the ball back again. There's possibilities. Overton's going to be aggressive now because they're down by so much. They go for it, hit a big play to their receiver. He gets close to the first down marker. It's 2nd and 1. You don't want this. You just don't want it. They go with a little check down. He runs out of bounds because I keep missing tackles. The fact that this game is like a tale of 2 different halves. It was all Bo Jackson the first few drives of the game. Because why wouldn't it be? He was getting like 1 play rushing touchdowns. And then he goes down with the injury, the PCL sprain, and then it becomes the Bryce Underwood show, and he's got 4 touchdowns after it all. It's kind of crazy how different the games have been. Although I'm not happy. I am really not happy with our defense. Our defense has been shredded all day by Southern Miss. Overton's not that good, and yet he's absolutely we're making him look like a Heisman candidate, All-American type quarterback, first overall pick type quarterback. That's what we're making him feel like right now. Our defense should be embarrassed. And I know that if I was in the locker room there, I would be absolutely screaming at my defense after this game, even though we're going to win big and win comfortably. I would be berating them. They'd have to go on social media and talk about how the coach abused them verbally. That's how bad I'd be yelling at them. I'd be saying that their moms didn't love them anymore. I'd be saying that their families were going to disown them because of how bad they played today. I'd be going crazy on them. Because this is just unacceptable. You can't have something like this. And we answer right back immediately. So we erase the touchdown that they just put up. Lincoln Cure puts a touchdown on the board. Another one for Bryce Underwood. And it's 49-24. That took us 5 seconds. I was going to Vildor, but then I saw that nobody was in the center of the field. And Lincoln Cure just walked right in the middle. And I was like, you know what? I'll give Lincoln a shot. And he gets a touchdown. So the big dub's there. But now the defense needs to actually play some good football here. I know that's a big ask, apparently. I mean, look at this. We're just allowing these bums. He's got 300 yards. If you would have told me that before this game that the Southern Miss quarterback, regardless of who it is, the Southern Miss quarterback would have 300 yards through the air on me, I would have laughed you out of the building. But it's the truth, apparently. I can't handle the truth. This is not okay. That's a quick throw. He drops it. Good job, Bussy. Let's sack the quarterback. Let's sack the quarterback. Let's sack the quarter. We almost did. He somehow got it away. It's 4th and 10. They will obviously go for this. Fourth and 10 with a minute to go. Get to the quarterback. He's wide open. What are we even doing? Are we even playing? Do we have guys that are on the field? Because it doesn't seem like it. How do we let somebody get that wide open? Even in a zone defense, somebody should be watching that zone. Overton will find his man, and then Bussy knocks it incomplete. Otis Major, by the way, I keep seeing him in different stats. Otis Major's kind of going crazy. Former South Carolina Gamecock. Otis Major is going absolutely nuclear for Mississippi State. That's another drop. Kevin Levrone, good job. I don't like playing against Southern Miss. I'm going to say that right now. I don't like it. I hope that they don't have a good season so they get dropped back down to the Sun Belt because I'm tired of them. Endzone, BJ Earl, touchdown, Southern Miss. I'm going to lose my effing mind, dog. This is out of control. What? All right, whatever. I thought I had a blocked extra point, but apparently my other guy stopped me from doing it. Like he dove and denied my guy that actually had a chance from. He like stopped his animation. That was so weird. I'm not gonna kneel this. You're insane if you think I'm gonna kneel this down. You're actually critically insane if you think that's gonna happen. I'm going to go to Devontae Weeks, get a first down, go out of bounds, 31 seconds. Basically, I'm just going to try to bait them into press coverage so that I can just chuck a deep ball and go home happy. We'll go underneath. That's Weeks again. Weeks got a little bit of blocking in front of him. We'll call our first timeout 25 seconds. You know you want to press. You know you do. You just stop trying to act like you don't want to. Right across the middle, that's Ben Reed. Big first down. We'll call our second timeout. There we go. See, I knew they wanted to do it eventually. Just had to get him into it. Just had to get him into it. End zone. Vildor drops it. He had his hands on it. He did. He had his hands on it, but could not keep it. Scramble with Underwood. Get the first down. Get out of bounds. Save that timeout, crucially. 8 seconds left. Who's going to get open here? That's not open. It is open. Lincoln Cure. Wow, that got open, or that actually ended up being a catch. I did not think that was going to be a catch. It looked like it was going to be open, but then I saw that guy at the last second. Thankfully, Cure kind of blocked him out because that could have ended badly. That could have ended very badly. Lincoln's got it. Lincoln's into the end zone as the game ends. We erase their touchdown. Wow, we really had a 31 spot put up on us by Southern Miss when we're at home. Unacceptable. Can't have that. Although we did put up 20 in the fourth quarter, which is kind of funny. We cannot have that. What's going to happen against Georgia now? I'm not even just a little, I'm massively terrified now. What is going to happen against Georgia if we let 31 go up on us? And how bad's the Bo Jackson injury, by the way? A PCL sprain, how bad's that going to be? Wow. Antoine and Biscotti did not commit. So there's still a chance. I was ready to accept failure on that one. Georgia didn't go up to number 2, by the way. That is insane. We actually have a chance. It's not a good chance, but there is a chance we can get back into the good graces of Dom Antoine. Darling, Illinois is starting to make a push. They are starting to make a push, and I do not want them to make a push. We know that he likes brand exposure, and we know that he likes proximity to home. Is there a mixture of both? There is. Oh, that's not ideal. That's not a good hard sell at all. It's a B minus, a D, and an A. That is a rough hard sell. That is a really, really rough hard sell. We already working all we can on Dom Antoine. We're getting a lot of influence. Baggett was on campus for the Southern Miss game, and that was a really good amount of influence. We'll see if we can hold on to that one. Penn State jumps ahead. That's why he didn't commit to Notre Dame, because he was on campus for Penn State. He's now on campus for us. We'll see if we can jump. I don't know about that. We might lose Biscotti regardless. Yosefa Pena, we're trying to stay ahead of LSU. It's going to be tough. They might surpass us. Same thing with Matthias Dykes. We've already got most of these guys on hard sells. We don't have Manny Cutler on one, and we're going to need to get him on one because Alabama is making a huge push. Did you see how much influence they just had right there? Alabama is making a massive run for Manny Cutler, and I don't know which one it is. Is it going to be this one? Yeah, it's probably Football Influencer. Yeah, looks like it's football influencer. All right. That's not a horrible one. It's certainly not as bad as the one for Darling, that's for sure. So we'll see if we can stay away from Alabama here, but we have him on campus for week 7, which is this game against Georgia. That's going to need to go well, man. That is going to need to go well. Rashad Wells, we can switch to a hard sell. It's probably primetime player, but it could be something else, I guess. Maybe it can't be. No, it's only primetime player. Well, that's good because that's a really good hard sell for us. So we'll use that. Frederick Burgess, Alabama has taken the lead on him, but we can try to get back with a sell. It's probably primetime player. And I think that it is going to be primetime player, which is not as good as the primetime player for Wells, but it's still a pretty good one. Maurice Brittingham, we are looking really good on. I can switch to a full 50 on him just to kind of seal this, even though nobody's going after him, except for UCLA. I just kind of want to get that over with. Frederick Boggs, if we are able to beat Georgia, he will commit to us, so that's good. That'll be another 5-star committed. We need to get a hard sell on Clayton McMichael. He likes playing style, and he likes coach stability, so it could be this one. Is there... Hopefully there's not too many that it could be. It looks like it can only be that one. Perfect. Team player. Man, team player is rarely ever used. We don't even have that good a grade on it. We're still looking good here. Wow, this is a heavy race for Tavon Kilgo. Or Tavon Kilgo, however he wants to pronounce it. Cade Fusaro, we're looking good. We need to get him on campus, so we need to do week 11, and he can do playing time. I can put a full 50 on him, or I can do a hard sell. We know 2 out of the 3, so I could probably do a hard sell. And it's going to be probably football influencer. Yes, football influencer is what it is. So we'll go all in on that. Alonzo Matty, we can get on campus, and he can get the complimentary with Fusaro for the Arkansas game, which is kind of huge. And we'll go... I could do a hard sell. We know 2 out of the 3. Let me switch to a hard sell possibly. If I can't figure out what... If there's too many, then I'll switch back, but it could be a hard sell. Which one is it going to be? It's going to be possibly aspirational goals, or it could be house call. Okay, there's too many probably. I don't really want to take the risk, especially since we're not that far ahead. Although Oregon stopped recruiting him, so you know what? I can take the risk. I'm going to guess aspirational goals and hope that's right. And we'll see if that is actually correct. We're still looking good here. We're doing fine. We got a lot of 5 stars we haven't even gone after yet. But we got to free up these 5 stars first. Gotta free up these 5 stars first. If we take a look at the stats so far throughout the season, we've got Bryce Underwood having a fantastic year. 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions. That's a really good year. 81% completion is unbelievable for me. Rushing numbers, Bo and Felix are having great games, or great seasons. Bo would have had a phenomenal number if he would have not gotten hurt, but he's already got 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Vildor's having a great year. Everybody else is doing really well, but Vildor is obviously above and beyond. And then the defense, Jordan Robinson with 10 tackles for loss. He's just so fast. It really helps him. Some good sack numbers. I wish they were a little bit higher. And only 2 interceptions in the season. We just don't get a lot of interceptions. We just don't get that many interceptions. And I do need to see, is Bo still hurt? No, Bo is going to be back. Thank God. The PCL sprain was just for that game. He's going to be back. And now it is time. We've got recruits on campus. Very important recruits. And it's a 1 versus 3. Georgia, who's undefeated. We're undefeated. I mean, this is an insane game. And I hope that we win it. We will start with the football at home against Georgia. It is 5-0 versus 5-0, the biggest game of the season. We've got a big history with Georgia. At one point, a couple years ago, we played them 3 times in a single year. And Bo Jackson, even with missing most of last game, he only played the first half. He has jumped his name into the Heisman voting. Well, you know, that makes me happy. I'm trying to get a Heisman contender again. We had Nick Harbor the first 2 years, and then last year we didn't have anybody because DJ Braswell had gotten too worn down and his name fell out of the race. But I'm looking to get another Heisman in my trophy cabinet, and Bo Jackson could fulfill that need if he's able to not fumble the football in the first handoff of the game. Georgia has it. Did we just experience the worst moment we could ever experience? Did Bo really just fumble that football? They're not going to instantly review it. Was Bo Jackson down? Please, God, tell me he's down. Okay. Okay. Bo Jackson is 1,000,000% down. We're going to get the football back. Challenge play. Give me that ball back. South Carolina challenges, and we were successful. That almost gave me a mini heart attack right there. We cannot afford to make any mistakes against Georgia, and certainly not in the first drive of the game. Whew. I got a little bit turtle head popping out right there. That was a scary one. The bubble guts almost came out. Underwood's going to scramble here. He's going to get to the first down marker. I'm going to continue to trust Bo. I hope he doesn't keep fumbling. Hand off Bo. Ugh. It's definitely going to be a lot more hard nose running to be able to get the yards he wants to get. It's not going to be as simple as Southern Miss was. But it might not need to be all on him because Joseph Vildor's right there. Touchdown Gamecocks. Joseph Vildor is the real deal. Acquiring him is a godsend. He might be the most valuable transfer portal player I have ever acquired in any video, in any series I've ever done since college football has been back. Absolutely unbelievable talent. Ryan Puglisi, who is, oh my God, that's the backup for, who is that the backup of? He's the backup for somebody. I can't think of where he plays in real life. But he's now the starter here at Georgia because obviously Gunnar Stockton has left. He's long gone to probably some car dealership place where he's selling cars. But he's gone. And now it's Puglisi who's here. Where does he I can't think right now off the top of my head where he plays. He's the backup somewhere. Oh, what a change of direction. You see that Jaden Scott change direction? He was going to go outside. He realized he wasn't going to make it. He cuts back in. That was a beautiful ball carrier vision moment right there for Jaden Scott. This crowd needs to be super loud. That's a big play. Good job. Force him out of bounds. Only a gain of 1. Only a gain of 1. They have 2 star offensive linemen. They got a left tackle and a left guard who are both star. Obviously, their running back is a star, and he can't get the screen pass right there. Alabama just beat Arkansas, so they're going to be moving up the rankings a little bit. Third down and 9. Puglisi fires. I tried to force him out of bounds. He just had the ball to get it over the first down marker. We were just not fast enough. And on a big 3rd and 9, they convert. Devastating. Actually devastating. That's got to be incomplete. Thank you. We cannot afford to have that get caught. They're going to motion the running back. They're going to go right to him. Boykins is right there. Cortez Boykins, loss of 4. He was not fooled. Good job, Cortez. Giving Cortez Boykins those upgrades in the offseason really helped him out. Oh my God, it's 1-on-1. And we knocked it incomplete. Kelvin Hunter, thank you. 4th and 4. They went one-on-one on Kelvin Hunter? Risky. He's no Joseph Vildor, that Georgia wide receiver. And we have forced the punt. Georgia does not score. How do we force a punt on the first drive of the game for Georgia, but we can't force a punt on the first drive for Southern Miss? Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. Little play action. Let's roll out of the pocket here and then just scramble. There's a couple of players open, but it just got too congested right there. A little too congested. Could not afford to do anything stupid. Even though I am a fan of doing stupid things. Hand off Bo, and he's going to fall for the first down. Good job, Bo. They're going to bring a little bit of press coverage, which I am a fan of. Can I please snap the football? I was pressing the button. Oh, I baited it. It worked. And Lincoln Cure breaks through. How is Lincoln Cure still up? That was insane. I was not expecting him to stay up there. I thought he was just going to get a couple yards and go down. He stayed up on his feet and got way more yards. Roop is open, so we'll hit Roop. A little stiff arm action. Not really. But we'll hand this to Bo Jackson, see what we can do with this. Bo knows how to get a first down. He did get popped right there. But he gets a first down. They're going to bring press again. They got a safety right there, but he might try to stay shallow. No, he's going to go for it all, which is going to leave open Lincoln Cure. Touchdown Gamecocks. That safety had to make a choice. He could either stay shallow and cover the tight end that was coming across, or he could go and give over-the-top help for Vildor, which is probably what he should have done, which is what he did. And it leaves Lincoln Cure open. Touchdown Gamecocks. We lead 14-0 after one quarter. Why is this game going way better than the Southern Miss game? Doesn't make any sense. Southern Miss was a nightmare until we were able to start pulling away. But the crowd is into it. They're going nuclear. If we're able to give Georgia their first loss, not only does it help us in recruiting, but it's going to massively help in the SEC standings. It'll give us a little bit of breathing room in the standings. Because I think us and Georgia are the only teams to have not lost yet in the SEC. As that is going to be a sack. It's Kiernan first and then Joshua Wood who cleaned him up. So I'm assuming it's going to be half a sack each. But finally, Enrique Kiernan making a big play. 2nd and 15 now. They're going to go to the sidelines, and we force them out of bounds. Good job. They only get a couple on that. 3rd and 12. It's a huge third down. Huge third down. Got to get to Puglisi. He's not going to. He's going to go deep for it all, and it's overthrown. Wow. Okay. 2 drives and 2 punts for the Georgia Bulldogs. I'm liking the way that we're playing right now. I really am. And Wilbur's back to return. He's got a couple of blocks, but he couldn't really do anything with them. And we will come back on offense. Here we go. Coatney's back in. There was a lot of Bo Jackson on the previous drive. But Coatney comes in. He gets a decent carry. And then they want me to go with a lot of play action. It's a lot of play action, which I'm not necessarily here for, I don't think. I'm going to switch to an inside zone. I don't really want to do a passing play here. I'm going to give it to Bo, and Bo is going to get the first down. Good job, Bo. 5 for 23. Just keep working them down. Keep on making them try to stop the run. They're going to get tired. They're going to get gassed. And that's when we take our big shot. That is when we take our big shot. We're going to go jet sweep. Jorvonte Springs is going to run it. And he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he should be able to get it with decent blocking. The blocking was not decent. It was almost non-existent there. Let's go inside zone. Inside zone on 2nd and 9 is not necessarily really that great. But the blocking is perfect, and the blocking is going to give me a first down. Good job, Bo. If you give Bo a little bit of room, he's going to make you pay. That's just really what's going to happen. Handoff, Coatney. Oh, I bounced off my own guy, and it slowed me down. If I would have just hit that hole first time, I probably would have had a big play, but I got bumped. 2nd and 8, handoff to Coatney, and he's going to get pulled backwards. He got 4, though. What are these type of play calls here? These play calls are out of control. And I'm going to wait for it. It's there. It's Devontae Weeks, but the ball was not great. It forced him back behind the first down marker for a 4th and 1. It's kind of brutal because he was actually pretty open. Let's just hit Lincoln Cure. Catch it, Lincoln. No, he drops it. Turnover on downs. I don't hate going for it there. I probably would have done it again. And I probably would have thrown it to Lincoln Cure again. He was open enough to catch that football. He just so happened to drop it because he got hit. And Duke just upset the cheaters. That's kind of crazy. Actually, not surprising. They're a trash program. I'm not surprised they lost. Oh, that's unbelievable. And now Georgia's probably going to go down and score. Oh, we had a chance to go up 3 touchdowns on the Bulldogs. But on a 4th and 1, Lincoln Cure drops it on a hit. Ah, I hate it. I hate it so much. That's got to be dropped. I mean, come on, man. And now they're going full in on the hurry up. They're going to score. I can just feel it. They're going to score. We're just going to have to be resigned to the fact that they're going to score here. How is that not dropped? He's throwing it right into guys' faces. Man, I'm so upset we had to turn that ball over. So upset. We almost certainly should have came away with 7 points there. The fact that we didn't is really annoying. Because Georgia, I mean, they were going to score the moment we gave them the ball back. They were going to score the moment they got the ball back on the turnover. That was pretty much guaranteed. Oh my god, why do I even try the hit stick? Why do I even try the hit stick? I hate this. I hate it. I really do. Georgia gets the ball to start the second half. They're going to be down 14-7. They're probably going to get the ball and score immediately to start the second half, and they're going to instantly tie it just like that. This is a complete game. This game is going to completely shift from us being up 2 scores to being tied at 7 or at 14. Although we've sneakily gotten this to a 4th and goal. Georgia's missed a couple passes, past couple of plays. And it's going to be caught for a touchdown. On the one play we needed to get pressure on the quarterback, we didn't do it. And Georgia has tied it. I told you they were going to score. That was an inevitability. The moment we turned that ball over, they went 84 yards. 84 yards is what they went. It was like we weren't even on the field. They scored basically as instantly as they can. And now we are left with 37 seconds, all of our timeouts, and trying to salvage something on this first half. I tried to slide there, but of course I couldn't. Oh, man, I really just don't like the fact that I had to... Oh, my God, Lincoln Cure. Why is he making the craziest catches of all time? I really just don't like the fact that I had to turn that ball over. It really shouldn't even, if we think about it, it really shouldn't even have gotten to that point. We should have gotten the conversion on the 3rd down. But because Devontae Weeks had to catch that, and when he caught it, it pulled him behind the first down marker, is what led to that first down. Lincoln Cure gets absolutely shelled. But we have gotten this into pretty solid field goal range. if not a touchdown. With 9 seconds and a timeout, we can make something happen here. I think that's open enough, and it is. Lincoln Cures got it. Final timeout. 4 seconds left. We're not going to kick the field goal. I think we have one shot at the end zone before we kick the field goal here. And that's going to be incomplete. Thank God it's a 1 second remaining. I don't know what happened on that ball, why it was so, like, low to the ground. I missed the field goal. I want to die. I don't want to be alive anymore. I knew I wasn't going to make that. I knew it. I knew I wasn't going to make that field goal. I'm not good at field goals at any point on the field. I don't know why I thought I was going to make that. I should have just went for a touchdown again. I don't know what I was thinking trying to go for that. Oh. It's crazy how quickly my morale has changed. We were up 14-0, feeling good, thinking that we were just going to absolutely smoke Georgia. And then all of a sudden, that turnover on downs happens. We don't score a touchdown, and Georgia has completely shifted this entire game. Oh, Louisville just lost to unranked Tulane, by the way. Louisville was number 2 in the country, so that means if Georgia is able to win this, well, if Georgia beats us, they would go up to number 1. I don't know where we'd fall, but we're going to have a new number 2 and number 3 if we're able to hold on and beat Georgia. Oh, I wish everything just went my way. I really do. I wish I never had to struggle or grind it out. How does he hold on? I got there instantly. I even got there a little early. If anything, it was roughing or it was pass interference. I got there early enough, but he still held on. That's got to be dropped. Thank you. BJ Earl got in there, swatted it away. Akron put up 55 on Miami University. That's kind of insane. Oh my God, the checkdowns, bro. The little curls and the comebacks and all this stuff. We just can't compete with it. It's too good. And it's not even just because George is doing it. Any team that calls these curls and comebacks and everything like that, it's the stuff that just absolutely kills us. Because we play so far back, our guys think that the people are going to run these deep routes, and then they stop, and we don't stop with them. And Jaden Scott got a touchdown. Tie ball game. I'm gonna cry. I really am. We were up 14-0 with all of the momentum, all of the advantage in the world. And after a couple of plays, well, a couple of drives, it is tied at 14. We've left 14 points on the table. It should be 28-14 right now. Man, I'm upset. I am really upset at how this game has turned out. We were so good in the first couple of plays, the first couple of drives. That's a big first play of the drive, though. Coatney just doesn't have the speed, but that's a really good play to start the drive. I'll take that every day. That's huge. But we started out so well, and then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm actually going to take a sack right there because they had a quarterback spy. Who spies me? Why would you put a spy on me? Like, who in their right mind thinks I'm going to scramble with Bryce Underwood? Lincoln Cures got 6 for 114. This is his best day as a Gamecock, I would assume. I don't think he's ever had over 100 yards in a single game. Maybe he has. That's a big catch, but can we Let me roll out of this pocket here. I think I can. If I can get that to Devontae, I can. Big play, big first down, big play, big first down. Oh, and now here comes Big Bo. Bo Lamar Jackson trying to get in there, and he's in. I don't know if he got in truly, but he's in. They're going to give it to me. We will take our lead back. God, we got to play better on defense. We got to play better on defense. 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 2:51 to go in the quarter. Puglisi's got it back. I don't know if that's how you say his name. That's just how I pronounce it. Another first down immediately. First play of the game, they get 10 yards. Yeah, that's how it should go. That's how it should go. A little bit of motion. A little bit of motion in the ocean. Oh, Enrique had a crazy good blitz there, or crazy good pass rush. Otis Major has 10 receiving touchdowns this year, if that means anything to you. It should, because he's a former Gamecock. I guess we should be a little happy to see him do well, but I didn't really think he would be much of a decent player. I thought he'd be okay, but he's turning out to be a phenomenal player. Knock that ball out. How do these guys catch these passes? How are they holding on to these balls? We've got guys literally right on them the moment they catch the ball, and they still are able to hold on. What kind of grip strength these guys got? Of course, they get a first down right there, because why wouldn't they? My edge rush is starting to get a little tired. At least Kieran is. That's a quick throw. Good tackle, I guess. Oh, I'm basically just defeated at this point. Like I don't really want to be in this game anymore, even though we are winning. I don't like the way that it's gone. I don't like the way that it's gone at all. We should have so many more points on these guys. They should have not really any points at all, but they do. That's wide open. Can we please cover? My God. I ask every single week if we can cover, and we can't cover at all. Georgia ties it pretty easily. They did have a couple of possible turnover opportunities, but they converted every time, of course. And it's 21-21, and I understand that this is how the game should be. We should be in a tightly contested game against Georgia, but not the way that we started. We were dominating the game against Georgia. We should have continued to dominate the game against Georgia. And because we couldn't convert that 1 4th down, the game completely changed. And it's annoying. I don't even know what to call here. I guess I'll just stick with the run. I was going to change it to some sort of pass. I didn't know what to call, though. And, of course, they get an edge rusher that's right there to stop me. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Interception. I did not mean to press that. I really didn't. Why do you think it was in the orange? I didn't mean to press that. I've just given Georgia all of the advantage in the world. They're going to take the lead now. I did not mean to press that button. I was going to press something else, but I just, for some reason, pressed R1. It's the easiest interception Georgia will ever have. And now they're going to score and take the lead 28-21. I'm gonna rip my hair out. I really am. I'm going to go bald. I'm going to go bald. I cannot believe this. This is, and it's stupid, my fault too. Oh, that's got to be picked. You got to pick that off. You jumped the route and everything. How do you not pick that off, dog? He threw it right to you. He threw it right effing to you. It's a first down. It's a freaking touchdown because hit sticks do nothing. We're down 28-21. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. I cannot believe I threw that. I cannot believe I did it. I really can't. Actually, I can. I can believe that because I just make the dumbest mistakes. And I pressed the wrong button way more than I should. I don't even, I mean, I need to go to a format where I just like steal content from other people and put my face cam over it like it's my content. Because my content is infuriating. Oh my god. Oh, I cannot believe I threw that pass. Good lord. I mean, it felt like the whole state of Georgia was rushing me on that play. I haven't run a slot fade in probably a whole year. I don't even know if it's going to work. Oh my god, he's wide open. It does work. At least it did on this one. Devontae Weeks will score the touchdown to tie the game. There was literally no one within 13 yards of him. Devontae Weeks scores. We've tied it back at 28. But giving Georgia the chance now to take the lead again is not a position we want to be in. And our defense really has not proven at all we can stop Georgia. We can get them to third down pretty consistently, but we can't stop them and force punts. That's just not what we do. We really need a mistake here. We need some sort of interception, some sort of fumble, just a lucky play. We just need some sort of lucky play to give us all that momentum right back. Because we're not going to get it the fair way. We're not going to get the old-fashioned way by just stopping them. We need some sort of fluky, lucky play to get the ball back. This has got to be QB sneak, right? It is QB sneak, and LeBron's no, There is no way that ball crossed the first down line. His knee was down. He didn't even move a yard. There is no way that ball was across the first down line. You give me that ball. First down and 10. Are you joking? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? This is not real life. The first down line is right here on the 35. He snaps it. He goes down. It's hard to see where the ball is. The knee's down right there. That ball is not across the line, man. He did not get it. And now we just lost a timeout because of that. I desperately needed that. I do not think he got the first down, but clearly the game gave him the first down. Oh, there's no way. There's no way that ball crossed the line. That is a rough call. A really, really rough call. Good tackle, I guess. 3rd and 4. BJ Earl's got 8 tackles in this game. Of course, Basley falls down. That's an incomplete pass. It's 4th and 4. What are they going to do? They're going to punt? From the 37, you're going to punt me the ball. This is a really weird decision. They're going to try to pin me back. It might work. At the 11. That's not as bad as it could have been. Wow, I can't believe they chose the punt there. That feels like a really bad decision. But I guess they trust their defense enough. I don't know why they would, though. We've really had no problems. I don't want to jinx myself, but other than the interception, which is completely avoidable, we've really had nothing against Georgia's defense. Or they've had nothing against our offense, although that guy's really fast, dear God. And now we sit at a 3rd and 7. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe they made the right decision here. Although Bryce Underwood's got a little bit of room, he's got the first down. Good job, Bryce. That's a man's run right there, Bryce. That was a man's run. Handoff, Coatney. Man, God, their guys are flying across the field. Absolutely flying. Good Lord! I mean, I know that was play action, but I didn't even have a second. I didn't even have a single second to even look. I was going for Vildor down the field on the vertical route. I didn't even have a chance to see if he even had a lick of space. Georgia calls a timeout. I'm going to go for this. I know that last time I went for it, it didn't go my way. But I don't think that's going to happen this time. I got to believe. Vildor's open. Joseph Vildor first down. The biggest play that could have happened right there. Trevante Springs gets hit pretty hard. That'll be the 2-minute. 300 yards for Underwood, though. I think it's safe to say that the blowout is out of the question, but I think we kind of knew that wasn't going to be a thing happening. There's Jorvonte again, and he's got a big play. Georgia's going to have to start thinking about timeouts here because we are getting close to field goal range. And I will take a field goal as long as I line it up. If I line it up in the middle of the field. There, now they're going to start their timeouts. And they already had used one because they thought they were going to stop me on the previous play. Or the previous, on that 4th down. So it's 2nd and 2. They're going to use their last timeout here. But Coatney's going to get a big play. That's the final timeout. So now if I can just line it up. If I can just line up the ball in the center between the hashes, I won't have any problem hitting it this time. And Bo is going to get us started by doing that. Good job, Bo. I mean, I'd love to score a touchdown here. That'd be pretty sick, but I will take a field goal. Although Bo's right there. Bo is in. That's a little early. I didn't want to score that quickly, but he just kind of fell in with the guy tackling him. So Bo Jackson scores, 36 seconds and no timeouts. We take a touchdown lead. I guess the best thing to come out of that is even if they score a touchdown, we don't lose the game. We just go to overtime, I guess. So scoring quickly is bad. I didn't want to score quickly. I was hoping to take even more time off and then score, but Bo just kind of got pulled into the end zone. 33 seconds, no timeouts. If our defense was ever going to step up, it's right here. First play is incomplete. We got Kerry Butts out there, Kevin Levrone out there. We got freshmen out there playing big snaps. I guess it's good for experience. Puglisi's got nowhere to go. He's starting to panic. He's running around the pocket like he doesn't know where to go. He's going to end up throwing it away. Okoronkwo missed the sack. But he wasted a lot of time there. That had to have been like 8 seconds he wasted right there. I didn't see exactly what the time was when they started the play, but that was a lot of time. And now he's scrambling again. This time he might actually take off. No, he's going to stay behind the line, and he's going to run. He's going to sack himself. All right. That works. And now it's 4th and 11. For the game. For the game. He's going to run. He's going to fire it. It's going to be knocked in the air, incomplete, and we will survive. But there's a chance we can score some more points to make this look a little bit better. And I think I got to take that opportunity. Lincoln Cure drops it. I was kind of hoping he'd catch that, but he didn't. We've got to take the opportunity to score, right? A 2-touchdown game looks better in the eyes of the recruits than a 1-touchdown game. and I'm going to take the sack. It's a one touchdown game. I feel like Bryce Underwood got stuck there. Like I couldn't really move. It felt like I was running in mud. But anyway, we win the game. It didn't go my way necessarily, but that big time play to get the touchdown, well, to get the ball back tied at 28. I mean, they punted it. The fact that they punted it from our 37 on fourth down, and I think it was like 4th and 4, was the changing of that game. They should not have done that. They should have went for it. Oh, what a win. I'm very curious what that's going to do for the recruits. Very curious. We're going to simulate to week number 8 and find out what the recruits have decided here. Did that influence them at all? Do we save any chances for some of the big-time recruits? We do get somebody to commit. It's Frederick Boggs. I'm not shocked about that, but he's the only one. And still, Antoine and Biscotti don't commit to anybody, us or anybody else. Very interesting. We forced a recruiting battle with Alabama. The only problem is we didn't pass them, and they have him on campus week 10. And we really can't do anything else. I don't know if a blowout would have done anything. We got a plus 0% for a close game. We did get a boost for a rivalry, though. I bet if we would have ended up blowing out Georgia, we would have surpassed Alabama, but we were never going to blow out Georgia. Illinois has passed us for Trevor Darling because our hard sell just isn't that good. But he is on campus for the Tennessee game week 8. Martine Baguette is really close to committing. And if we're able to win the next couple of games, we should be able to get him. We forced a recruiting battle with Notre Dame for Derek Biscotti, and we passed Notre Dame. And they still don't have him scheduled yet. It's a very interesting battle for him. Josefa Pena, he's going to be on campus for the Tennessee game next episode. If we win that game and win that game big, he should commit to us. Matthias Dykes will also be on campus next episode. He's on campus for the week 9 game. A lot of stuff going on. That's a lot of influence for Manny Cutler. We're in a really weird spot for some of these guys. A really weird spot. We did guess wrong on primetime player for Frederick Burgess, which is annoying. So it's probably going to be football influencer then. That's annoying, because that allowed Alabama to pull away. Maurice Brittingham, we are not really in any threat of losing. He just has to get down to his top 5. Frederick Boggs has committed. Our first commit of the year. It's a 5-star with 80 speed, 89 excel, Mike linebacker. We're really building up that linebacker room because we already have some really decent 5-stars or linebackers that are young. We have Kerry Butts and we have what's his face? What am I blanking on his name for? Why? Who is it? What am I blanking on his name for? I just literally said his name in that Georgia game. What is the F is his name? Kevin Levrone. I don't know why I forgot about that. But we have these two guys who are very good and very young. And then we also have Zach Orgamba. So we are building up a very solid rotation of young linebackers. But we got to finish out this recruiting real quick. So we need to possibly put some more points on Josh Flanagan, since he is now into his top 5. We can go full hard sell, and we know all 3 of his cells, which is beautiful. It's going to be status seeker. That's not what I wanted to do. And we can also get him on campus week 11, but is that really what we need to do? Thaddeus Berry's probably gone, unfortunately. I can try to go all in on him, but I don't even know if that's going to work. We might have waited a little bit too long, and Georgia might just pull away. I mean, look at that influence. Georgia might just pull away. Why do I keep... It's like it doesn't register, and I try to press down, it doesn't do anything. We have 50 hours left that we can put on somebody. There are more 5-stars that we have yet to go after. And I think going after a 5-star offensive tackle would not be a bad thing. Although going after a 5-star corner would also not be a bad thing. Especially with 91 speed, 95. You know what? Going after the 5-star corner is definitely where I want to go. So let's put those 50 hours on them and see if Deron Harvin we can get in the race for. But We got a commitment, Frederick Boggs. We'll see where it goes the rest of the way. We've got another massive episode next episode with two more home games, Tennessee and Oregon State. Both have visits and both are very important visits. It's going to be absolutely crucial to win those games, and we are coming down to the end of the season with a lot on the line. But we did beat Georgia, which gives them their first loss. And if we go to the conference standings, we now are the only team in the conference that's undefeated. We're the only team in the conference that is undefeated overall. Every team has at least one loss, both in the conference and in just the regular schedule, except for us. So if we just win out, we're guaranteed to be in the SEC title game against Florida, Auburn, Georgia. It could really be any one of these guys. It looks like Missouri might be going down, although Arkansas is not having a great year either. Somebody's going down. Somebody's coming up, obviously. But us being undefeated is pretty good. We just got to stay that way. So next episode, even more important. Let's check before we go, let's check the Heisman voting, see if Bo Jackson's still in there. He is. He's third now. Otis Major might win the Heisman, which is kind of crazy. I really don't want him to do that because he was our guy. We recruited him. We thought that he was going to be good, but he just wanted to transfer. This is not what I wanted to go to. I wanted to go into the stats for Otis Major. He didn't play for us in year number one. He was probably going to factor in. Actually, he played a little bit. He got 13 catches, 2 touchdowns. He was going to be a factor for us. He's up to a 94 overall. Then he transferred to Jackson State, had a decent season. Then he transferred to Mississippi State, and he's had an unbelievable year. 947 yards and 10 touchdowns through 7 games. He's going crazy in that offense. I wonder if he would transfer back to us for the final season. That's going to do it for me, though. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Juice Club. But that's going to do it for me. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.